Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as promised, I'll be doing analysis with you guys on these four currency pairs that I've chosen. Okay, so firstly we change our candlesticks into line charts. Then after that we're gonna do analysis, and firstly what do? We mark our supports and resistance levels. Okay, and then we mark all the ones that are visible. We're just gonna focus on the ones that are closer to price. Okay, and then after doing analysis, can take it back to line charts, and as you can see, we have our GBPUSD close to resistance. Okay, so when it's close to resistance, we're anticipating that it's gonna come back down to the nearest support or continue to push up to the next resistance level. Okay, and then we are done with our daily time frame. So we try to make sense of what's happening currently. So as you can see, we have our price closer to resistance. Okay, so to make it clearer, we can add a rectangular box where we can see a strong resistance. Okay, and then after that we are done with our daily time frame. So our conclusion is that the price needs to come back down to our support, or can push up, come back to retest this level and continue to go up. Okay, then after that back to our candlesticks, and then we go to our 4-hour time frame. So on our 4-hour time frame, what we're trying to establish is whether it's an uptrend, a downtrend, or a consolidation, because those are the three trends that we have. Okay, so what can we see here on our 4-hour time frame? So starting from the highest point, you can see that there was a strong downtrend, but that downtrend has been completed. So after the completion of the downtrend, there was a breakout, a pullback, and then a continuation, pullback and another continuation. So we can anticipate for another pullback to this level here, or a continuation to the upside, and then a pullback, and then a continuation. Okay, so what we have here is what we call a consolidation. We have a consolidation. So after we've identified our consolidation, when do we take our trade? Okay, so now you will have to wait to see what happens when market opens. If the market opens and then it continues to push up like this, continues to push up like this, we'll wait for a pullback, and then at that pullback, that will be taking our buy going all the way up. Okay, but if that doesn't happen, then we know that we'll be anticipating for a push to the downside, a pullback, and then a continuation going to the downside. Okay, and then on our 1-hour time frame, that's where we'll be waiting for a breakout. So a breakout can happen either the breakout has been completed, then a continuation. Now a pullback, breakout has been completed, and then this might be our pullback. Then at market open, we want to see what's going to happen. Is it going to continue to push up, or it's going to continue to drop? So if it continues to push up, then we know our target is all the way up there. But if it fails to push up above this resistance, then you know we're gonna wait for a push to the downside, a pullback, and then a continuation to this level here. So we can sell if it fails to break above, then we can. So upon market open, we have two possibilities. You can anticipate for a breakout to the upside, and then a pullback to this level. So this is our area of sensitivity. So we'll wait for a push to the upside, then a pullback. At the pullback, that's when we'll be taking our buy. Our take profit is all the way up there. But if it fails to break above, we can wait for a push to the downside, a pullback to that very same level, and then we're going to sell and take our profit all the way down here. Okay, I hope that's clear. Then on our 1 hour time frame, that's when we'll be checking for the breakout. Okay, but I'll keep you updated on the movement of this currency pair, which is GBPUSD. So next we have our NZDUSD. So like we did before, we're gonna take okay, let me change this to a darker color so it can be more visible. So as you know, we're gonna start on our daily time frame. We mark our highest level and then our low level here closer to price. Okay, then we're gonna mark our supports and resistance levels like that. We mark our supports and resistance levels like that, and then after that we try to make sense of what's happening here on the current price. Okay, so as you can see, we also have our strong resistance level here. Okay, so our daily time frame is at resistance, so we can anticipate for a drop from here to the price here, which is 0.72166, or we can anticipate for a push to the upside, a pullback, and then a continuation, and then our take profit will be all the way up there. Okay, so now on our H4, this is where we will be trying to identify our direction of the trend. Okay, so as we can see on the bigger movement, we had a strong downtrend, but it was completed. Then there was a breakout, pullback, continuation, and so on and so on. Okay, so our H4 is still strong on a uptrend. Okay, so now we can have a trend line from the bottom going all the way up there. Okay, then after identifying these zones, we have an area where the support meets the rising trend line. So we can anticipate that price can fall and come retest this level here. Then when it retests this level, then that's gonna be our buy zone. So we have our buy zone on this support level of 0.72166. So we'll anticipate for the price to drop from where it's at, come all the way down here, and then here will be our buy zone, and then can anticipate for continuation to the upside. So we're gonna take our profit at 0.74332. Okay, and then on our 1 hour time frame, that's where we'll be waiting for the breakout to happen and complete. Okay, so when this thing starts to drop, we will have a trend line opposite the direction of the trend. Then we'll anticipate for the breakout to happen here on this strong support zone. So there will be a breakout, a pullback, and then a continuation. We can take our first profit here at 72830. If it continues to push to the upside, then we know that our second take profit is ultimately all the way up there to 7432. Okay, so this is my outlook on NZDUSD. So this is our EURCAD. Okay, so we also start with the same we start on the same time frame, which is the daily time frame, and then we want to check our supports and resistance levels, and then we'll mark the highest point and we'll mark the lowest point, and then we mark the points in between. Gonna mark the points in between, This is a very busy pair. I'm gonna mark all the points in between. So mark here as well. Next one down there. Then maybe we can add one more in the middle there. Then what do we have here? We have price is at support, then it's moving back to resistance. Okay, so our daily time frame is telling us that price was rejected on this support level of 1.46383, so it's gonna move from that support to that resistance up there. Okay, so now we can go to our H4. So on our H4, we're trying to establish the direction of the trend. So as we can see, the direction of our trend is still a strong downtrend. Okay, still a strong downtrend, so that means we'll be looking for selling opportunities. But when will we sell? Okay, so we'll anticipate for this move from here to go all the way up there, and then after that we'll be anticipating a continuation back to the downside. Okay, it will most likely happen closer to where there is our resistance and our falling trend line. So we'll anticipate that it's going to move from here, come all the way up there. So this is our level we will be looking to sell our EURCAD. So we'll be looking to sell our EURCAD when it gets to 1.49228, and then our first target is gonna be 1.46383. and if it continues to fall, we can continue to hold all the way down here. If it passes here, we can ultimately take profit there on 1.42868. okay, so then on our 1 hour time frame, this is where we'll be looking for our pullback and breakouts like this. So since it has started going against the direction of the trend, you can have a trend line like this, and then upon breakout of this trend line, hopefully it will be closer to our sell zone. So when it moves from here, goes up to our sell zone, wherever there's a breakout, that's going to happen anyway along this line, but preferably closer to our sell zone. Like here, there will be a breakout, a pullback, and then a continuation to the downside. So we'll wait for it to reach this level. We'll anticipate for a breakout to happen closer to that resistant level, and then we can sell our EURCAD. Last but not least, we have AUDUSD. So we start on our daily time frame, change it to line chart. Then we mark our highest point, and then our lowest point closer to where price is at. Then we're going to mark all the other points in between. Like this. Okay, then we've marked all our points there. Okay, then we try to make sense of what's happening currently with price. As we can see, price broke above the resistance, which was at 78006. So this is clear on our daily time frame, that we are still gonna push and go all the way up there. So this is gonna be our first target, which is 79070. Second target is 79658. okay, then we go to our 4-hour time frame. So on our 4-hour time frame, we're trying to establish the direction of the trend, and as you can see, it has broken out of this consolidation phase which was happening here. So this was our consolidation. Okay, this was our consolidation, but there has been a breakout of that consolidation. So we'll anticipate for a pullback to this level of 006 and then a continuation to the upside. So we can mark the direction of a trend from there, then we can have a trend line going all the way up, okay? All the way up. So now we'll anticipate for a pullback coming down here. We'll anticipate for a pullback coming down here. So this is our area of sensitivity. So this is where we'll be looking to buy our AUDUSD when it retests this previous resistance, which is now our new support. So when it gets to this level here, we'll be buying, taking our first profit here, then our second profit at 0.79658. But then when do we enter? We'll enter here on the 1 hour time frame. So wherever it's going to start going against the direction of the trend, we'll have a trend line like this. And then we'll anticipate for a breakout to happen closer to the support level. So it's going to be a breakout, a pullback, and then a continuation going all the way up to the levels that we've identified on the bigger time frame. So this is going to be our first target. Our second target will be all the way up there. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, you can send me an email. I'll drop my email, so you can send me an email, and if you need any mentorship or training, then you can just contact me via email or any of my social media accounts. Then I can help you see what I see on the chart. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. So I've analyzed all four. So these are the four currency pairs that I'll be trading this coming week. Thank you.